She never goes out. She can't even speak to her friends because when he's speaking to her, when she's talking to her friends, he's listening.
I also did some cleaning, moved this couch from there.
Because Shane is very manipulative. That is a narcissistic thing to do. I have met guys like that who have been extremely narcissistic like that.
Hey guys, this is AO from Catalyst News, and we're going to be talking about some topics today that are very interesting. We got Abba slamming Melanie again for buying guitars and potentially being almost like a sugar mom type of figure. We got Gia Lovely defending herself once again, like she hasn't done it already 10 times, but giving her position on Aaron Carter and why she is not believing the kind of Twitter activism and other activism that's been going on for months about the text messages and what she feels. And then, is Aaron sick? I don't know if you guys just heard that clip, but he's sounding kind of scuffed right now. So let's get into this clip.
Don't you think it's fucking hilarious? You're basically stuck in there, and she knows she's stuck in there too. She never goes out. She can't even speak to her friends because when he's speaking to her, when she's talking to her friends, he's listening. That's how he knows that she was like saying, "Oh my God, I gotta pay for his rent. Oh my God, I thought he was my babe, but he's not. He's making me pay for the rent."
Yo, I hate to cut in, but dude, Abba's Melanie impression is absolutely hilarious. Who else agrees with me? It's like, it really does sound like Melanie. He's like, "Oh my God, babe." Like, I don't know how she does it. That's hilarious.
That's how he knows that she was like saying, "Oh my God, I gotta pay for his rent. Oh my God, I thought he was my babe, but he's not. He's making me pay for the rent. And I also had to pay for like his guitars. You know, those guitars that you saw last night? I had to pay for that." That's what you get. Sorry, bye Felicia, bye Felicia, you gotta go.
And then this part where she's like, "Bye, Felicia." I don't know if she was referencing this exactly, but in the video I made about Lindsay.
Forever block, bitch. Have fun. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I think she likes being a homewrecker.
Melanie is actually saying a lot of these things. So I know a lot of people saw that live as it was happening, but it's funny how she's kind of referencing things that Melanie say.
Now I should have seen them right after I send them. Oh, bitch, please. I loved when Plastic Barbie wanted to be said Ashley MG wants to mod and he freaks out. But we don't hate on here. We can't hate because that's not, you can't, those are the rules of YouTube. So I can't say anything. If you guys say it, I can't agree. I choose to not, okay, well, you know my beliefs anyway. Whatever.
All I simply want to say is that I feel in my gut of guts that this whole Aaron Carter thing has been a setup. And that is just my own opinion. For me, I'm someone who needs facts. I'm someone who needs to have the evidence put in front of me. I need to look over the evidence myself. I need to see the chain of command.
So Gia Lovely kind of being called out for a flip-flopper. Kind of has to defend herself. But the thing that's kind of interesting is that her point of views kind of match with my point of views, although I think we hold them in a different way. Like, when it comes to the whole text message thing, yes, of course, like when I first started Catalyst, when the Catacast, when we first started watching this stuff together, that was obviously on our mind, and that's why a lot of people started watching in the first place. But as time has gone on, I feel like I'm less and less intrigued by it because it just seems like there's so many open ends and loose ends that it's like hard to keep track of, and then I don't want to keep hanging on to random pieces of detail. I like to exist in reality. So with Gia Lovely here, I kind of agree with her. That's how I've always been. But it doesn't mean that I ignore it. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like it's not potentially something that happened, because that happens all the time in the music industry. And, you know, it's just for this specific case, it seems like it's kind of dead in the water, but, you know, they're just worried about what's going to happen in the future, in my opinion.
I need to see someone serve justice in front of a judge. I need to see them arrested. You know, in order for me to have a bigger opinion on the matter. Since he's not been arrested, since he's not been put in front of a judge, I can't say for sure that Aaron has actually done something wrong. And that's just my own opinion, and I'm allowed to have that opinion. I'm allowed to have that opinion. Everybody else can have an opinion in the matter too. More than welcome. I just have my own opinion in this matter, and that's that. Now, until I see Aaron go in front of a judge, until I see him arrested, until I see these photos point blank in front of me, until I see the chain of command, until I see where those text messages came from, until I track where that phone number is from, I can't say for sure whether Aaron did it or not. I need to have all the evidence in front of me, and that's just me being scientific.
And here's the last bit we're going to be covering. It sounds like Aaron's sick. Is it just me? Or his voice sounds really strained. I don't know. Maybe he was doing it to maybe stir some stuff up. Maybe people would be like, oh my God, he's sick. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this audio?
So I did some cleaning, moved this couch from there, put all the drums there, put all my gear tucked up in here, at the big screen. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but Aaron sounds like he's kind of sick. Maybe he's just strained. I don't want anyone to get sick from anything that's going on lately, and hopefully he's not, but I don't know, you guys. Like, he went to Amsterdam recently. He was traveling kind of in a very hot zone, even though everything wasn't completely shut down. There was still some shutdowns. There was, advice to not travel out of the country, and they just went to Amsterdam. Who knows? I don't really know what the cases are like in Amsterdam right now, but what do you guys think? And then coming up next, we got Melanie kind of, talking to Aaron. He doesn't seem to be very responsive, and the Twitter crowd was kind of like, oh, look, like this is such a bad relationship. He's not even listening to her. But I don't know. I think that's a stretch. Come on. Let's look at this.
What are you gonna look like with blue eyes? Wait, that's cool. Babe, look up. Babe, stop. Just look up real quick. Stop being a brat. Babe. Babe. Look up. Whoa. Wait.
So if people's example of a bad relationship is not looking at a camera when you're eating cereal, I don't know. That sounds like a pretty good relationship to me. But I'm just kind of being coy here. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of things wrong with, or things that could be wrong. I'm not going to say they are wrong. It's not my relationship. And who am I to judge? But there are a lot of, red flags from the very beginning of this relationship. But I don't think that him not turning up to the camera is him being a bad guy. Like, I don't know. I don't know how this is even drama, but it is. So, I don't know. I guess what are your guys' thoughts? I'll just ask every time. What are you guys' thoughts?
Steph, did you guys have like a certain chat for your guys's
No.
for being a mod?
Nope. I had no way of communicating with them other than in the actual live chat. There were keywords, obviously Ganville. At one point, Lindsay was one. At one point, Abba was one. And then all of a sudden, Abba and Lindsay are not.
So Biddy of the Twitter crowd, I hope you guys don't mind me calling them the Twitter crowd. I don't mean that in a negative way. But there are people who main on Twitter. There's people who main on YouTube. There's people who main on Instagram. And then there's people who kind of go all over the place. But I consider them the Twitter crowd. So Biddy did an interview with Ashley Ray, I think her name is. I don't really know who that is. Apparently she's ex-LMG. Is she Ashley LMG? I don't know. But apparently, she was, just kind of leaking information. Well, not really leaking, just kind of re-describing and confirming what we already know, I feel like. And then saying that there was really no chat for the mods. From my knowledge, I think there was, but only some people got into it. like being a chat mod didn't necessarily mean that you were with Erin's in crowd. So I would say that her information could be potentially limited because like there are more credible sources that I've talked to that know more than she does. So I guess it's, for me, it was really nothing crazy. But I guess if you don't know anyone who was a moderator, I guess it could be something that you maybe never heard before.
Gamble obviously still is, and then Shane wasn't, then Shane was. You couldn't say Turtle, obviously, when the Turtle thing was going around. You couldn't ask about Nala. You couldn't ask about anything without getting blocked.